Okay, hello. So, for those of you that have finished the mouse and the shelf, the only thing left for you to do is to render those. Okay, you don't have to render the clamp. I'm just using it as an example. Okay, you don't have to render the clamp. I'm just using it as an example. So I'm going to take you through the rendering process. It's fairly simple. So the first thing that you'll have to do is you go down here to this little plus button here, the one that you use for new parts, and you will go to the App Store. Okay, or you can just hit the App Store button here. Okay, so we do the App Store button. This opens up. You want reality server rendering. Okay, you join the free plan. Obviously, I've already got my plan, but you hit the free plan, and then a little dialog box will pop up asking you for your Onshape password. Type in your Onshape password, and then we're good to go. Okay, so go back to your model, and then we go down to here. You say plus, and then you should have an option that says Add Application. Okay, if for some reason, like Mohammed Raza, you don't have the option to add an application, get in touch and I will help you out there. Okay, so add application, reality server. Hold on just a second. Okay, so once we've added that, you should see a screen that looks a bit like this. So this is the reality server, and what we can see here is you've got a certain amount of time. I've got 45 minutes left, although it never seems to go down from 45 minutes. But essentially, about 2 hours of this company's time for free each month. So we've got 2 hours, which is more than enough time to make this happen. So let's switch it on. So there's a bit of waiting involved. So I'll just pause while we do the waiting, and I'll see you once it starts again. Okay, so the waiting is over, and this is the scene that you see. So, as you may have guessed, we go to Create. Okay, and then we select the tab that we want to use. So, for most of you, that will be Part Studio. In this case, for this model, it's the assembly. Okay, so leave it at the default. Don't mess with that, and just hit the start button. Again, we've got more waiting, so I'll just see you after that's over this. So all we do now is you can hold on the right mouse button again to move things about. So get a nice angle that you're happy with. And then the first thing you need to do is to go to this button here. Okay, and we just tick that box. As you can see, suddenly we have shadows. That gives it a ground. And that makes it look a little bit more realistic. It's very, very, very important that you do that, because there's a lot in the spec that says must have accurate shadows. So by doing that, we have accurate shadows. Then it's just a matter of choosing materials. So if we go down to here and we type steel, for example, and you'll see there's a lot of different metals. So we can choose a metal. So we could, and then you pick your material, you drag it up to the part, and you let go. And then you wait a moment or two. And you can see that's now changed. Let's just zoom in a bit. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. So you can see, and don't worry about the about the dottiness. That's just it. The software saving itself. So there we go. You can see that's nice. So we could choose stainless steel. Let's make that nice and shiny. There we go. Now it doesn't really matter what materials you choose. Just choose something you think looks good. and for each part, make sure that you pick material. So that's going to be trickiest on the shelf. Just picking those shelves. You might miss a couple of times, but it is possible. It might help if you zoomed in. You can always zoom back out when you've finished. Okay. So I'm just going to do that. Let's have something for screws there. And I'm going to go for plastics now. So, yeah. Let's see what we've got in terms of plastic. I'm going to go for a blue plastic there. Okay. And there we go. And a nice green plastic there. Excuse me just a moment. I'll be right. Okay, back in the room. So we just continue like that until you've got everything and material attached to everything. And I don't really mind what you do. You could make it a very expensive part there. We could make that gold, just for the look of it, really. Hey. Hold on just a second. Okay, so let's just finish this off. Let's put some scuffed metal there. Let's see it working it out. Got that little part of the back. What else can we see? There. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've got all the parts there. Plastic. I don't know. Oh, I've got this one, haven't I? Let's have a nice polished copper bit just there. So I've chosen different materials there, obviously. You're doing it for a slightly different part. So once we've done all of that, we just go to here, and then we hit render to on shape. Make sure you choose render to on shape. Okay. Right. Leave all the defaults, and then there'll be an awful lot of waiting here. So we hit render, and I'm going to pause. When I unpause, we should have a finished toolbar. I'll see you in a few. Halfway there. Still waiting. As you can see, it goes. Okay, nearly finished now. Just waiting for it, and there we are. And so, what we should now see is down at the bottom, we have a tab with the rendered products, and you can see it's done exactly what we see in the. So let's just close that in the window here. Yeah. So we might have been better if we'd have just perhaps moved it down a bit first, so we got everything on screen, for example. So that's something that you can bear in mind. But yeah, we've got a new tab down at the bottom, and that's just a JPEG, and that's rendered beautifully. So then the final thing that you have to do is hit the share button, and you type in my email address, which is swilson at emc.ac.uk. Okay, and that's me. And you hit the share button, and that'll pop up in my inbox, and I can have a look at all your work then. Okay, so you need to do that for the mouse, and you need to do that for the shelf. Okay, I hope that's helpful.